best idea. I'm going to be a sexy cat.
A sexy cat.
And I was like, you let me down because she's so funny. She's smart, educated.
And you think she'd come up with some
And then when
original
she's
costume
so
or...
happy about, and then she's like, cat. And I was like, that's a $2 costume at Walgreens. You go, you get the little collar and the ears. Bam. Everyone's daughter is a cat, you know.
Okay, so here's some of the ones that they say are best overall costumes. This one is peace, love, hippie costume.
Is it a sexy peace, love, and hippie costume though?
It is actually.
Of course.
It's got like the boots, the frilly boots, and it's not something that I would wear. But another one is a butterfly. So she's got like a leotard on with the big butterfly wings.
It's kind of pretty though.
I mean, they're big wings. They're not.
See, that's something I'd wear on the weekend.
That's just something
I was
I'd
going to
wear.
say, isn't that part of your wardrobe? It just got louder in here, huh?
Is that church?
A handmade full set costume. So it, I'm not really quite sure what the hell
you
she's
guys
supposed
work
to
in
be
many
about.
bars. Think about the many years you guys have been doing this. What are the top 3 costumes you guys see every year?
Well,
I mean, there's a Superwoman.
Sexy Superwoman. Look at the stockings.
most
on
of the
it.
ones that are original that I've seen is like the one night stands. That's easy.
That
Where
was-
you wear a
that was awesome.
lampshade. You wear a lampshade and you make out of cardboard a table that looks like a nightstand, and they just pretty basically call themselves a one night stand.
They glue
Those are-
condoms
That's
on it.
different
and a
from any
cup
other
and-
day.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's one thing. I've seen gumball machines. I've seen people dressed up as tampons.
No, but what's the most thing you see every single year that we can avoid? So you're telling women out there, avoid these costumes. We're gonna see a million of you guys out there.
I
this year.
really think
I think the cat, the bunny, the nurse, the police officer. I think
They're so overdone. Horribly overdone.
And unfortunately, a lot of the
Horrible. That was on. That was
the comic books.
you'll also see the superheroes. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well-
Harley Quinn.
Wonder Woman has
Well, on the list,
Harley Quinn.
On the list that I have right now, the most popular Halloween costumes of 2018, number 1 is Deadpool.
yeah.
Sexy Deadpool.
And then The Nun from the movie The Nun.
I haven't seen that.
Tomb Raider is number 3.
Lara Croft, yeah, that's- she's been
The
done.
Incredibles, number 4. Wonder Woman is number 5. And Pennywise, number 6. 11 from Stranger Things is 7, and then Donald Trump is number 8. But again, these are all costumes that if you choose to go with the costumes from this list, you're going with the most popular costumes. So you're going to walk into a room full of Deadpools. You're going to walk into a room full of Tomb Raiders. You're going to walk into a room full of Wonder Woman. You're going to look like a fucking idiot, like an unoriginal idiot.
I've actually seen last year a sexy Donald Trump, and she was gorgeous. So I mean, her natural, everything about her was gorgeous. But she did a sexy Donald Trump.
Now, see, that's
last
fun.
year. I've seen a few Donald Trumps.
That's
With
ironic.
this girl, she did the tight top, little shorts, little necktie,
Yeah.
hair, and everything.
I mean, we've talked about. I mean, there was one year we went as Caesar and Cleopatra.
Oh, see that? I love that.
I actually went as an old lady.
You see, I love
So
that though.
I had a bathrobe on. I spray painted my hair like silver, and I put it in rollers and stuff.
Nice.
And-
That's awesome.
but we've actually talked about doing like Black Eyed Peas, like their outfits where they have like the LED lights on their outfits.
Oh damn.
I mean, we've talked about doing.
I want to dress up like an M&M this year.
Yeah.
Just like a peanut yellow
Peanut M&M.
M&M.
There's
I'll go
costumes.
as the green
$5.95
M&M.
bag of beer.
Yeah, you can
I'll go as the green M&M.
like as an M&M or a bag of M&Ms.
No, just
Like
like, an
Slim
M&M.
Shady.
Yeah,
or-
right, right.
No, not the wrapper. I'm the candy.
Yeah, you could. There's costume. You can get an M&M costume. You Amazon it right now. I could buy you one right now if you want. I could literally.
Well, that's like we have a friend we were talking to last night. She bought it was free, which I don't believe that, but she bought it from China and she ordered a large, which she's a more bustier girl.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand the Asian sizes. And she's like, no, it'll be good. She got a sexy Viking. And I was like, that's not gonna, she's a top
She's going to be an
over
sexy Viking in a Chinese large Viking costume. Yeah, for sure. Because, like Shay was saying, as you guys may or may not know, when they're in this, and there's actually a chart that specifically says what a Chinese large means in U.S. and they're nowhere fucking near. You know what I mean? So she just bought like an extra small costume, and this girl, much as we love her, she's beautiful. She ain't fitting in a fucking small.
And she's waiting for it to come in, so by the time it comes in, now she's going to have to rush to
She probably bought it
Party
off
City.
a Wish.
She said it was free.
Yeah.
She showed me it's very sexy.
She
on
probably
the girl.
bought it off a Wish.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. I love Wish.
Yeah, there's a couple items where you buy and you can add on certain things that are free, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny too.
If you buy so much from them, they give you credits every time you buy, and then you can get free shit.
I love free shit. Right?
You've never seen
so
that?
much from them.
From Wish?
Yeah.
What was the best costume that you wore for Halloween, Shay?
The best costume I wore was my mom made a Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup, top with a lid. So it was a lid for your hat, and it was a Dunkin' Donuts cup, and it was like a large cup. But last year I wore a homemade flapper costume.
Nice.
I even did the makeup and everything like that. And then I did, what's the girl from Pulp Fiction when she's overdosing? Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
But I wore the black wig, and it's funny because I had the blood dripping down my nose, and I had the syringe in my heart. I think people just thought I was overdosing because, like, people didn't understand. Like, they'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Oh my god, it's awesome.
But because
Right.
that was, I love creative, fun costumes.
Very cool.
How about you, Bernie?
I was just talking about this with Shay, as a matter of fact. A couple of years ago, I spent days upon days designing these jellyfish hat costumes that my daughter, and myself wore. And, the amount of work that I put into these things was just freaking unbelievable. But you were talking about the LED lights. It had the battery-powered string of LED lights that made up the top, so it was like as if they were the bioluminescence of jellyfish, like deep-sea jellyfish. And mine was blue, my ex's was purple, and my daughter's was pink.
Nice.
The LED lights, yep. And so again, I designed these hats that went on top, and it literally looked like, with the strings coming down and everything else, the lights coming down, and we looked like jellyfish, like at night.
Awesome.
And it was unbelievable because again, they were all lit up, with the LED at night. We would walk up to people's houses, doing the trick or treat thing, and people were like, "Whoa, that is the coolest shit! Where did you guys get those?" And I had to be like, "We didn't get these nowhere, man. What are you talking about? I made them, And but again, it took days. It took me probably close to almost a week to do all three of these. Once I had figured out the right way to do one, then I just sort of had to replicate it to 2 times. But it was a lot of trial and error to get these things just right. And yeah, it was awesome, dude. So,
Erin, what about you?
I would say my best one was probably Amaya was probably about 6 months old, and we went out for her first trick or treat. And I dressed up as Marge Simpson, and I had the big blue hair and everything. And she was in a blue onesie and she always had her binky in her mouth. So
nice.
I heard
Maggie.
the whole time.
That's awesome.
I was hosting karaoke at a bar in Nashua. It doesn't exist anymore. It was called Cattleman's. And one of the biggest Halloween parties that we've ever had, and I dressed up as an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, we've got the pictures.
Yeah.
We've seen the pictures.
And a lot of people go, "Oh my God, you should!" I'm like, I cannot enter the contest. I'm the one that's hosting this contest.
Killed it as an Oompa Loompa.
You know what I mean?
Man.
And that was the best
those
year
pictures
ever.
are so hilarious, dude.
Love that.
See, the problem with what we're like, what we do is that we don't really have time to be able to do full costumes anymore. Because, especially if we're at a bar where we have to carry in the equipment and all that, it's like you can't carry in equipment when you're in a full costume.
That's one thing. I mean, when you're attending a costume party or whatever, that's totally different. But when you're working, you're hosting, you want to wear something that's functional. You know what I mean? And not in the way. I mean, there are some zany things that I would really love to do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, would this work if I wore this?
With
if
all
I'm,
night having
you know,
to be,
exactly.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So
carry equipment, set up equipment, do the job, break the equipment down, carry the
exactly. And
equipment
then
out.
if you're wearing makeup and everything, you know,
Right.
your makeup's you're all
Yeah,
sweaty,
right,
the
right.
makeup's running down, and you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, this will be a good Halloween, I think.
Have some fun with it.
Halloween. Now, the one thing I've noticed is that the Halloween season. I've already seen some of the Halloween costumes like in August already this year.
Yeah.
I know we say this every year. You know, oh my God, Christmas is already. You see the Christmas stuff already here,
Right.
and you see the, the pumpkin, decorations already. I just see Halloween becoming more of a prevalent holiday, and you can't even consider it as a holiday, but it's a probably a multi-billion-dollar industry when it comes to
The haunted houses and stuff, they start, August,
Yeah.
October 1st?
October
I think?
1st, yeah, 30 days of
first
haunted
weekend.
fun.
And people show up that day
Yeah.
to go and do the haunted houses and
They-
Fright Kingdom, and I have a few friends doing that just tonight.
They actually have in Salem, Mass. They actually have a parade, like I don't know what they call it, the haunted opening parade or whatever, and they parade around Salem and everything to open up the haunted season, and that they
We go down to
tons of
Salem
money.
every year.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun just to
We
do
do one
that.
of the
When?
We do one of the walking tours.
Nice.
When though? Like later on in October? Or early on October? Because that must be
usually-
ridiculous.
I know you don't go on October 31st because that's the worst possible
No,
day
we
to go
usually
down
go
there.
like
Get that
I
one
would say
year.
probably like
Never
the
again.
second or third week of October,
Okay. So
Yeah, it's a
that's
good
not
time.
too
and it's usually a Monday night. So
There's so many good seafood places to eat there because they're right on the coast. Not a lot of people know that, but Salem is actually right on the coast. Really, really good seafood places to eat there. So
I like going to. I used to go to Salem every year too, in October. Good times. Good times.
yeah, we do one of
the Broom Closet, Crowhaven Corner, all those places. So
we do one of the walking tours usually, and we've always gotten some pretty crazy pictures.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Some of the orbs and some of the
penises.
phantasm. Yeah, well, no, phantasms
Oh,
that
I
we
thought
see.
that you guys are saying something about pictures. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Dick pics are a thing.
I can't believe it's already.
Thing.
They are a thing. I can't believe we only have like 15 minutes left on the
Right.
show. Let's negative into a positive. Who wants to go first?
What?
Shay, you're
We
new on the
forgot to
panel.
trigger the Driggers.
We don't have time for trigger the Driggers.
Oh, thank God. I don't feel like being triggered. I've been triggered enough.
Yeah,
My negative?
yeah.
Into a positive.
Oh, so I've been working 7 days a week. I sat with you guys last week. You guys were kind enough to give me your time. And I've actually considered hiring. So my positive, I'm working 7 days a week, which is great. But I'm hiring new people to help me with that load so I can only grow bigger.
Now, when you say hiring new people, it's that you're not just hiring one person.
Nope, I have to hire at least two.
Nice.
I'm getting 3 from my cleaning company, Swept Away by Shay. Free shout out. But I need at least 2 women or men to work with me I'm getting 2 to 3 estimates a week. And
That's
usually
awesome.
most people agree on prices because I have very competitive prices. So with all the information you guys gave me, I've been on Indeed.com and I've also been on Facebook, which have both been amazing. So I really appreciate all the help you
Great.
guys gave me. So that's my positive.
Good. I'm glad. And how things going for you, Mr. Driggers?
Let's see. Negative into a positive. I can't really think of any negatives. Everything's been pretty positive. Negative. Let's see. I played foosball on Friday. Only took third, so that sucked. That was rough.
What was the positive out of
The
it?
positive is that I had a good time with some good friends.
There you go.
This one over here came down, rooted me on when she felt like it. Rest of the time, hung out at the bar, which was cool. But I saw Sydney today. We had a great day, so that was really cool too. Helped sort of revive my spirit. But yeah, everything's pretty good right now. So it's tough.
Aaron, what about you? You're still in vacation mode.
Both of your guys.